Hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to Minecraft. I've been thinking about... Well, today we're gonna do a lot of landscaping. Not landscaping, but land shaping. Uh, I was thinking about, like, what happens afterwards. So I'm gonna put... So it's farmland, right? It's gonna be a wheat farm. Gonna put hoppers underneath the farmland to collect the wheat. I think I might have like an underground room underneath here where all the wheat gets transported to and then compressed into hay bales. I guess we dump all the other materials. I don't know if it's safe to just... It's probably not. Because there's gonna be seeds, and occasionally there's gonna be bone meal. And then there's gonna be everything else. Like, if you accidentally drop something, or if somebody dies, or like a mob dies and they drop a loot, then there's extra stuff that might drop onto the hoppers. Or, if you drop any of your items. Or if I drop any of my items. And then I was thinking maybe have copper golems move the wheat, because it's going to be underground, right? If it's hoppers, it goes down or across, so it has to be below sea level. I was going to use copper golems to move the hay bales up, but maybe that's not convenient because the way the copper golems work, they will put anything in the copper chest into any free chest. So you can't really define where they put the stuff into unless you put something in there already. Which I guess we can do, it's not that big of a deal maybe. Um, but what I'm trying to say is you can't really control it. I guess I'll just use the dropper ladder. Okay, so shaping the land. Let's grab some dirt. I guess I shouldn't fill the whole thing because we're gonna have hoppers under the ground. Let me fill in underneath the roads. I know this much, right? I know this is gonna happen. And I know there's not gonna be that many hoppers underneath the roads. So I should figure out the contours. And then fill under the contours. Hey, Harvard. Figure out the contours. And then put the hoppers underneath where the dirt will go. I don't actually think I have enough dirt to fill all this. So I'm going to end up using all my dirt again. Which is the plan, really, is to find a way to use up my dirt, right? Yep. And then up to this level. And then I don't know what happens. Originally, I thought I would put the hay bale compression underneath the reservoir, but there's really no need to. I think out here makes more sense. Underground, out there makes more sense. Alright, let's clear that now. We're gonna have bridges around here. Probably. Oh, do I really fill in all of this? I guess I do. Or underneath these. Maybe I don't use dirt. Let me just use up some dirt first, and then I'll think about it some more. Mm. There's some bits I have to cut back, and then some bits I have to fill. Let me just take a look. Just thinking in my head. So this bit is going to be cut down, so there's going to be a lot of dirt coming out of there. But then the rest of this is actually filling in, for the most part. Right, under there. Oh, not there. What's going on here? Why is that a slab? Why is that a slab? Huh. Okay. What? Why was that a slab? Like, did I make a mistake? Or is there a glitch in the game, right? Because why would I have done that? That doesn't make any sense. Right. Guess we can get up to there. So up to there. Just thinking, I think I'll use the dirt that I have. And then I'll switch over to snow. And there should be... Because the top layer has to be dirt, it's gonna be farmland. Trying to estimate. How much dirt it would take to cover the top layer in farmland. Alright, more dirt. Once you start filling in, you use the dirt up pretty fast. Really? Really? Let me get in here for now. Right. Okay. So, reservoir, more like a spring, I guess, because there's not much. We pretend the water's coming out of the ground. A spring in the middle. There have to be openings underneath the roundabout. And so then out into that quarter, out into that quarter, and so on. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I guess I don't need to get up there anymore. Right, so we're filling in underneath the roundabout up to this level. Right. Up to this level. Up to the edge of the roundabout. Oh, gotta get it there. to the edge of the roundabout. Well, there's gonna have to be an edge to this. The geometry of this. All right, let me think about that. Let's put that on both sides. Yes. This maybe. Let me think about that one. To there. Oh, crap. Copper golems, I'm thinking about it. It will put items into empty chests or a chest that already has one or more of that item inside. So it's a kind of like a specific use case. You can't have empty chests just sitting around. Right, like if you have a storage and you want the copper golem to sort for you, you just have to put something in the chest that you don't want it to sort into. So I guess it's not that bad, right? It's not too crazy. But if you're like me, the other alternative is not to use chests. There are other storage containers, barrels. Barrels is a different storage container, which is not a chest, which presumably the golem will not sort into. Maybe I can just use barrels. Well, what kind of... Hold on, let me just look this up. I was thinking about these golems. What? Minecraft containers. Category storage. Alright. Barrel. Copper chest, barrel. Yeah. Okay, you know what? We can do that. We can just use barrels. So anything we don't want the copper golem to touch, we just use barrels for those.